done this week of storms. I think we could use a break, huh? We deserve it. And not only that, but we're going to look for plenty of sunshine, actually, after we get through today. Topanga, impressive rain totals yesterday from that storm. Storm 3 brought 1.4 inches of rain. Santa Monica, 66 1/100th of an inch. Chino, similar numbers there. Irvine, 1/3 of an inch. And in Riverside, about 1/4 of an inch of rain. Storm 3 is now to our east. You can kind of see where it's at. A lot of cold air with that system, and it's left this cold air mass over us. So if you haven't been outside yet, you will feel it. It is cold. That breeze coming out of the northwest as well. The good news is this area of high pressure is going to start to build. This will also give us a slight offshore flow, and that wind coming out of the northeast is going to help to warm us up. Starting tomorrow, more noticeable on Sunday into next week. That high will keep that storm track away, which is good. Yesterday, even, we were talking about the possibility of a storm system sagging as far south as us by next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and bring us some rain, but doesn't look like that now. The models are really pointing to that storm to stay to the north. We still have a few more minutes of this winter storm warning for our mountains. Wintry conditions there, and also freeze warnings from very cold temperatures up through parts of the Grapevine and Castaic. The wind's still gusting near 40-45 miles an hour, but it's going to start to really calm down as we get to this afternoon. 57 degrees was the high yesterday, so today we're expecting 59. 68 is the norm, so we're running well below that. Temperatures today only in the 50s in a lot of spots like Santa Monica, 59 out towards Ontario, 59 as well. And as we get to, I got to figure out where I'm standing here, 35 in Big Bear eventually. That snow has stopped falling, which is a good thing. We'll have great conditions with plenty of sunshine for the weekend. All right, let's talk about traffic. We have a couple of incidents here. Let's go to Orange County because there is some slowing now related to this accident. Southbound 55, this is on the right shoulder at Chapman Avenue. Now there's some slowing all the way back to Knoll Ranch Road, also Lincoln Avenue. So you might want to avoid that area just if you're trying to get out the door in the next few minutes. Also an accident here on the 5 southbound just before the 22. Not really causing too much in the way of problems, so this should be cleared out here momentarily. Here's one of our live traffic cameras. This is the South 405 at the 605. This is at the beginning of Orange County here. You know where the 22, the 605, and the 405 meet. Looks pretty good here down to the south. All right, let's take a look at some of our drive times. It looks pretty good. From downtown toward the west side in Santa Monica on that 10, 34 minutes at this hour. That's actually not too bad. On that north 110 between the 405 to the 10, 27 minutes. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. So not much rain this one, really, but there's plenty of snow falling in the mountains. Video right here is from overnight. Cars buried in the snow throughout the San Bernardino Mountains. Snowplows are out there trying to clear roads. In addition to that, dozens of homes in Running Springs have been damaged by massive trees.
An update on this story. The LA County Sheriff's Department 911 system back up and running now. This system was disrupted by a rough 12-hour-long power outage. It forced 911 calls to be redirected to patrol station business phone lines to ensure that it continued emergency response coverage. Unclear what caused the outage in the system, which is not owned or maintained by the Sheriff's Department, but the department does say it is working with a third-party telecommunication provider to identify that problem and to take steps to prevent it from happening again.
A controversial Super Bowl ad for Ring's Search Party feature has sparked a $10,000 bounty. The Search Party feature uses security cameras to find lost dogs. Critics called it a neighborhood surveillance tool, leading some to destroy their Ring devices. Well, now a nonprofit called the Fulu Foundation is offering the bounty to anyone who can modify Ring cameras to block data sharing with Amazon while keeping key features intact. The goal is to help users regain control of their devices and data.
All right, where do you shop more, Amazon or Walmart? As technology improves and makes our lives easier, so do company profits. Amazon just dethroned Walmart for the #1 spot as the biggest global company by revenue. Amazon reported well over $700 billion in sales last year. Walmart was just slightly behind by about $2 billion. Analysts say the boost for Amazon largely comes from its cloud computing business, Amazon Web Services.
Okay, Amanda is not here today, but that doesn't mean we Can't tell you about something very furry happening this weekend. Juice bar Rio Sona Sasai is collaborating with Creative Paws to sponsor Positive Beginnings. Positive Beginnings is a nonprofit that saves moms and their puppies from high-kill shelters in the LA area. The event will feature gift boxes and raffle baskets to raise money for shelter pets in need. There are live performances of Latin jazz music. All of this happening Sunday in North Hollywood from 1 to 3 in the afternoon at Rio Sona Sasai. The address located right there on your screen on Violin.
Very good. Paw Patrol, one of the biggest kids shows out there, and now the show is hitting the road.
And it's made it here to the Peacock Theater, and Coco McAvoy is there with a preview. Good morning.
Hey there, if you have a little one who loves Paw Patrol or you just love a good adventure, then you've got to come to the Peacock Theater this weekend for Paw Patrol Live, a mighty adventure. I am here, of course, with Marshall and Ryder, also the Junior Patrollers, Mia and Max. But Anna, I'm going to start with you. Tell us about this brand new show coming to the Peacock Theater.
Well, Paw Patrol Live, A Mighty Adventure is an all-new story featuring Ryder and the pups. After saving Adventure City again, the Paw Patrol is throwing a mighty street party. But Victoria Vance, the supervillain scientist, is jealous, and she comes in to try and mess up the festivities. So it's up to the Paw Patrol to save the day once again.
Yes, I love that. And if you can talk about what characters they're going to experience on the show.
All the favorite characters will be here. Marshall Rubble, all of the pups, and then we also have Liberty. And what's so special is that upon entry to the venue, the kids get to be a part of the new Junior Patroller program led by Liberty herself. And we have some Junior Patrollers here today as well.
I love that. Okay, and speaking of that, we're going to have some fun. We're going to do a chant, right?
We're going to do a chant.
Okay.
So this is the Junior Patroller chant. There's a little moment at the end. We're going to learn it really quick, okay?
Okay.
It goes lean, mean, fluffy little rescue machines. And it goes like this.
Okay.
Lean, mean,
fluffy, little rescue
machine. That's going to be at the end. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
Let's try it. I'll start. Repeat after me.
Okay.
When you call the mighty pups,
When you call the mighty pups,
we'll be there to back 'em up.
we'll be there to back 'em up.
Junior
Junior Patrollers, lean, mean, fluffy little rescue machines.
I know.
Hopefully you all were looking at the
good.
Junior Patrollers who are perfect for this and not my choreography.
Come on,
great.
Coco.
You are a member of the Junior Patroller program.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Maybe I'll join you on stage one of these days then. I like the Paw Patrol team. They're so positive and uplifting, especially if you watch the show, you know that. So come on to the Peacock Theater. The show is happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Get your tickets.
Is Little Jack
And you
a
gotta,
Paw
of course,
Patroller?
Shout out Ryder. Oh my gosh, he's beyond a Paw Patrol. I was telling them, he makes me sing the theme song as a lullaby. If you know the theme song, it is not a lullaby.
Right. It's like it hypes
But
you
he
up.
likes it that
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to sing it as a lullaby. Just change the tone.
Oh, actually,
you know.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
He doesn't let me know. He'll say like
Oh.
Paw Patrol. He'll say it like that. He wants it.
He wants that Paw
He
Patrol.
doesn't
Wants what he
want the-
wants.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much
Wants
fun.
what he wants.
Good job out there,
Thank
Coco.
you. Okay, so as Bob mentioned, yes, Amanda is off, but we do have you covered entertainment-wise, sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Lots of movies coming out in the coming weeks, but one will not be shown at a popular theater chain. Okay, so you're looking at the AI short film contest winner, Thanksgiving Day. It was supposed to screen before feature presentations at AMC theaters next month. However, AMC says it will not run it after the film sparked online outrage over its use of AI software. The AI-generated mini-movie was booked by the company that sells pre-show advertising for theaters nationwide. No word if other theatrical chains will screen the short instead.
Wow. Yeah.
The detail, right?
Looks pretty good. Game of Thrones fans getting their first look at House of Dragons Season 3.
You are the Queen of Dragons. You have an absolute power within your grasp.
Lots of dragons, battles, and shots of the Iron Throne in the Season 3 trailer. HBO's other Game of Thrones spin-off series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, wraps up this Sunday. House of the Dragon Season 3 arrives in June on HBO and HBO Max.
Okay. Was that a show you were into?
Not our house. Our household isn't into it, so I like it. I would have watched it, but I watched a little bit of the first season. It's good.
I only know one thing. Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
That's the only...
Khaleesi?
And I do know Khaleesi,
Okay.
because Maria says I remind her of her.
I don't know,
Which I don't think that's a good thing. I have a feeling that's a bad thing. All right, let's talk about our poll today. If aliens are real, are they friends or are they foes? The results so far, foes, 59%. Ooh, if you haven't voted yet, you still can. foxla.com/vote. Let us know.
I watch a lot of, everyone watches a lot of movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know what could
course.
happen, too.
Of course. 8:42 still to come. It is one of the biggest problems in sports. How do you stop NBA teams from trying to lose? Those days may finally be over. We'll explain.
Also, Spartan Races taking over Dodger Stadium this weekend. We're talking with the race director after the break. First, let's get to Maria. Good morning.
Good morning. Good Day LA Traffic is sponsored by the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie and calljacob.com. Just want to update you on that accident that Stu was over a while ago. It's still causing a problem here. This is that accident in the valley at Hazeltine Avenue, crossing Riverside Drive, still causing a backup, and hopefully it'll be cleared out here momentarily. And as we take a look at what's going on in Orange County. Oh, no, yes, Orange County. This is in Brea. There's an accident on that southbound 57 at Lambert Road. Second lane from the left is actually blocked, and it is causing some backup here on the north side of the 57 freeway. So try to avoid that area as well. Here's one of our live traffic cameras. This is, oh, it's hard for me to see the numbers here. Is this the 110? Okay, great. Thank you. This is the South 110, actually, at Slauson Avenue, and it is moving nicely, both the southbound sides and the northbound sides. Drive time still pretty much in the red on that West 10 between the 5 to the 4-5, going to Santa Monica, 36 minutes. All right, here's some of the other traffic hotspots.
I looked up and just ran.
Maybe we need to seek somebody who does have the expertise to be able to guide us through the process.
If you're getting to an accident,
You're in good hands by dealing with Jacob and Ron.
Call Jacob.
Disneyland Resort is celebrating a big milestone in a big way. As part of the Disneyland Resort's 70th, the Celebrate Happiness balloon has been traveling throughout U.S. and Mexico. The 70th Celebrate Happiness balloon has made it to Los Angeles, finishing the tour where Disneyland was first developed, Walt Disney Studios. And Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration continues throughout the summer. So how'd you like to be a part of all the fun? Today, Good Day LA wants to hook you up with 4 Disneyland Resort one-day, one-park tickets. Enter for your chance to win on our website at foxla.com/contest or link through the QR code right there on your screen. We will be selecting one winner today after 2 in the afternoon, so be sure to answer your phone when we call. You only have 2 hours to respond before we move on to another winner, so good luck to all our viewers. Now let's send things over to Maria for a check on your forecast.
And thank you, Sandra. This weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. And as we look outside, yeah, it's a little overcast, a mix of some sunshine and some clouds, but that storm is gone. So Storm 3 is off to our east now. That's the good news. And high pressure behind it's going to start to build. So that will help provide us with a drying trend and a slight warming trend. Not so much today. Today's going to stay pretty cool as we still get that breeze out of excuse me, the northwest, and we're going to look for that warming trend to start tomorrow into next week with temperatures back into the 70s and 80s. All right, we still have some weather alerts. This is only until 9 a.m. though, so winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories along with the wind advisories will be expiring momentarily. So travel up to the mountains, still a little sketchy. Just be extra careful, please, and use caution when driving up there. Still some icy roads, of course. West swells rolling in as well, 5 to 8 feet for Ventura County beaches, 4 to 7 feet for LA, Orange County, San Diego, around 3 to 6+ feet. So be extra careful if you're planning a walk on the beach. And of course, we are not recommending you get in the water at least until around 72 hours after the last storm. So just wait with all the runoff and the bacteria levels quite high. In the meantime, 58 degrees at the coast, low 70s as we get to next week. There's the good news. Downtown LA 59, and then look how it warms up to the upper 60s tomorrow, then back to the 70s on Sunday, and even flirting with 80 by next week. The valleys in the Inland Empire, 60 degrees there, getting to 80 on Wednesday. The mountains, 35 eventually. The snow has stopped falling, but it's going to be perfect for the weekend for you if you are headed up there to our local resorts. Great news for our mountain communities. 49 in the high desert, getting to around 73 by the end of this weekend into next week. Palm Springs, 64 today, back up to the 80s by next week. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. The city of Beverly Hills is apologizing to Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown. The city now admitting it inaccurately claimed Brown's private event violated city rules. Brown says the shutdown was unfair and based on biased information, causing financial and reputational harm. The private event promoted Brown's performance brand, 741. The Beverly Hills city manager issued a statement reading in part, the city's previous statement about the weekend event at Truesdale Home was inaccurate, and on behalf of the city, I would like to apologize to Jaylen Brown.
From the hikers of a national park to the basketball players on the court, starting next season, the NBA will reportedly enforce anti-tanking rules. So for years, some teams have been intentionally losing games in an effort to increase their chances of getting a high draft pick in the following season. And these new rules would prevent athletes from taking advantage of current drafting rules. During the meeting with stakeholders, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver reportedly shared different concepts that would be used to maintain the integrity of the sport. This comes after the NBA fined the Utah Jazz $500,000 and Indiana Pacers $100,000, saying both teams sat healthy players in recent games.
All right, Dodger Stadium is swapping baseball for burpees tomorrow.
Spartan Race is turning the iconic ballpark into an obstacle course. We have the race director with us, Tyler Spencer, standing by to tell us all about it. Hi there. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so for those who have never heard, what is a Spartan Race?
Yeah, so we are an obstacle race company, and here at Dodger Stadium, we're going to be doing a 5K with 20 obstacles. They're going to be running up and down stairs, all through the bleachers. They're going to be doing things like monkey bars like the guys are doing in here behind me.
Ooh.
Wow, I love this, and you know, everyone here in Los Angeles loves the Dodgers and Dodger Stadium, so to be able to do this event at Dodger Stadium has to be pretty incredible. I assume we're doing this morning because this is still open for folks that want to participate in this?
Absolutely, yeah. They can go to Spartan.com right now and sign up, or if they would like, they can just show up here at the stadium and we'll get them registered and out to run.
Is this good for people who are first-timers, or would you say, you know, you need to have a little bit of experience?
This looks challenging.
I know, it
climbing
looks hard.
ropes.
It looks challenging, but this is definitely something for everyone, right? Anybody can come out to participate. We've had people run as young as 14 and as old as 97.
Wow.
What? Wow. That's pretty amazing.
You get together.
Absolutely.
You get together as a group. I imagine part of the fun in this is the teamwork involved, right? Supporting each other, family, friends, and everybody getting together and trying to complete the course. We see, as you said, the monkey bars behind you. You talked about running through the stands. What are some of the other really challenging obstacles that they might have to try to overcome?
Yeah, absolutely. So two other ones that come right to mind are the Hercules hoist, where they're going to be hoisting up a heavy sandbag. And then the other one that's not necessarily like hard to do, but it's just challenging, is called the spear throw. So they're going to actually get to throw a spear inside Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's kind of cool. So this has to be fun and different for you, right? As I said, because it's Dodger Stadium. I mean, the Spartan race probably goes so many different locales and venues, but this is a really special one.
Absolutely. This is one of my favorite stadiums that we go to. So we normally go to 5 to 6 different stadiums throughout the year, but Dodgers is definitely just like home. So.
Okay, and where can people go to get some information if they're interested?
Yep, so they can go to Spartan.com and they can search the Dodger Stadium race.
Okay.
And is this an actual competition? So there are some people there who do this for a living and actually really want to win this event, and then there are others that just want to complete it, I imagine.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we have 3 different categories. We have an elite heat, right? And those are the guys that are guys and girls that are looking to win the whole race. And then we have age groups, so you can compete just against other people in your age group. And then we have open, where those are those people that are coming out to hang out with their friends, do the obstacles together, and kind of overcome some, you know, personal life challenges as well, and just kind of gear their fitness towards something unique.
And really quickly, we got to go, Tyler. But for spectators, did spectators have to pay a ticket to get in there, or is this free for spectators?
Yep, so it's $10 for spectators, and we still have plenty of space for spectators, a couple of different spots in the bleachers that they can check out. But if you're going to come out and look, you're gonna probably want to run.
You might as well try, right?
Yeah.
You might as well try.
And
Absolutely.
you can do it on the spot, right?
Right.
Change your mind there. Tyler, thank you so much.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tyler.
Looks like a good time. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
So with Lent underway, many people are skipping meat, and fast food chains are rolling out some good deals for seafood to meet that demand. Burger King, for example, the rewards members can get the chain's big fish sandwich for $4 in its app. You got Del Taco offering 2 jumbo shrimp tacos for $6, or 3 beer battered fish tacos for $7. At Sonic, it's bringing back its fish sandwich for $4.99 and offering a combo deal for $8.39.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
the McDonald's Filet-O-Fish,
Is it good?
it's good.
I've never had it. Okay.
Do you like fish sandwiches?
I do.
Like fried fish sandwiches?
Yeah. I'll try it.
It's good. They made the Filet-O-Fish especially for Lent, for way back when you had Fish Fridays and the Christians or
Makes sense.
Catholics had to only eat fish. McDonald's leaned into it and said, we're just going to make the Filet-O-Fish.
Very smart. See, and now everyone's
And
following.
let me tell you, it is good.
You must be really hungry, craving food already.
I fasted.
I fast in the morning. Hey, Sandra.
All right, so much more coming up, including a celebration of Black heritage with our next guest, how you can support Black-owned businesses selling some really useful products. Plus, the Harlem Globetrotters have a game tomorrow at the Inuit Dome. Always a great time, so entertaining. We'll have one of the all-time great trotters joining us in studio. Sweet Lou Dunbar will show us a few tricks in our next hour.
Welcome to 9 o'clock on this Friday morning. I'm Roxy Carapadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Let's take a look at today's headlines.
We are following developments out of the deadly avalanche near Lake Tahoe. What we're learning about the victims.
Plus, closer to home, this week's storms have dropped several feet of fresh snow in the San Gabriel Mountains. A look at the conditions this hour.
Massive blow to President Trump's economic agenda. The Supreme Court blocks most of his tariffs. We'll explain. First, though, let's talk weather and the chilly conditions.
It's cold outside. Definitely, if you haven't been out there yet. Big difference from where we were yesterday, even when that storm rolled through. That was the third storm of a series of storms, so that's the last one. I think we're going to dry out now. We have some clouds, so kind of a mixture of some clouds and the sunshine, but for the most part, we are looking at a drying trend. Temperatures currently 45 degrees in Burbank, 48 downtown, so it's chilly. 43 in Pasadena, that's it. 27 in Big Bear to that 52 in Palm Springs. Later this afternoon, even in Palm Springs, it's kind of on the chilly side. More sunshine, though, 64 degrees. 49 in the high desert to eventually 35 in Big Bear. And as we take a look at our downtown LA temperature, it's still going to be well below average, 59. Near that 60 in the valleys and the Inland Empire, and around 58 along our coast. We still have a high surf advisory that's in effect. I'll go over the rest of the forecast coming up just a few moments. Back to you.
Maria, thank you. Breaking news this morning, a major blow to President Trump's economic agenda. The Supreme Court strikes down President Trump's far-reaching global tariffs. That decision centers on tariffs imposed under an emergency powers law, including the sweeping reciprocal tariffs he levied on nearly every other country. The decision, however, doesn't stop President Trump from imposing duties under other laws, which he is now expected to try to do. The Treasury has so far collected more than $133 billion from the import taxes, but now companies such as Costco are already demanding refunds.
After this week's storm, all the fresh snow in the local mountains offers a prime family fun opportunity to take the kids sledding, snowboarding, build a perfect snowman this weekend.
Yep. Mario already, trying it out. We watched him attempt to snowboard earlier this morning. By the way, shout out to Gigi who clipped that wonderful demo you did of us and sent it over to you so you can post it if you missed it. That was fun.
How about something safe like a snow angel instead?
Yeah, let's do that. How about we go with the beginner level? Here, I'll get you a nice snow angel in 3 feet of fresh snow here at Mountain High Ski Resort. Oh, this feels much better than wiping out, I'll tell you that much. So, let's see how we did. All right, there you go. Fresh powder. It's not as nice as we saw earlier this morning, but you get the idea. They got 28 inches here at Mountain High Ski Resort in the first 2 rounds that we had this week, and then they had another 5 to 11 inches that fell yesterday. So we've got a lot of people from all over. They've got the ski lifts actually that just opened up, and skiers, snowboarders making their way up here as things get started. Hey, let me ask you, where are you from? Where'd you come from? Corona. Yeah, we're talking to people from all over, Orange County, Simi Valley. What are the conditions like? What brought you out here?
Great snow. So my first runs of the year here in Southern California.
Oh, awesome. So you come here often?
I do when the conditions are right. Yeah.
Okay, so they were showing a little bit of how I wiped out earlier. So you look like a professional here. Can you give me some tips here? What should I do to not fall? And
well, how many times you've gone before?
Once this morning.
Okay, that was your first time?
Yeah, no, I've done it a few years ago.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's first runs are difficult. No matter, even Shaun White's first runs were difficult. I guarantee it. So, but then once you get the basics down, you start to, get down the basics, the how everything works. You start picking up and progressing pretty fast. That's why everybody loves it.
All right, let me see you work your way up to the lift here. If you can show us how a professional does it, because obviously, yeah, he's just skating it. But you get the idea. They got fresh powder out here, and people are excited because that means great conditions here. So for now, live and right, I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you, Sandra and Roxia.
Well, while you were speaking, we did have that video from earlier where, you attempted as the disruptor to disrupt things.
That's right. We're looking at it again, Mario. Love it.
I'll tell you what, the disruptor, I might have to change the name here. But, yeah. At least it looks cool, huh?
It does look cool. It
Right?
does look cool.
I feel like if you do it again, you'll do a better job.
I think my favorite fall was the second one, though. Because, first of all, you're not even fully strapped in. You only have 1 foot in the boot, which is already asking for it.
Yeah. And you're kind of swimming through
let's
the
go with
air
that.
like this with your arms. And then you go straight into the parking lot.
And then you give up.
Wait for it. There it is.
I can't wait to watch it myself. Nothing like being embarrassed on live TV.
It's good stuff. We love it. We love it. You're a good sport. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon, Mario.
Guys.
It's harder than it looks.
I know. And it hurts your butt a
It
lot.
does. The workout. All right, a street in Burbank is a complete mess this morning.
Yeah, buckled under a water main break, and Gigi Graciette is live in Burbank with all the details. Gigi.
That's right. We've learned that it's a 4-inch water main that burst early this morning, just after 1 o'clock. About 50 customers are affected, but they still have water. Just the water flow is a little bit slower than normal. Take a look as Burbank Water and Power works on what appears to be a sinkhole, but I've received a lesson today. It is not a sinkhole. Simply the pressure from the burst water main broke up the asphalt and then turned that dirt below into a muddy mess. So they certainly have a lot of work cut out for them, not only repairing the water main that burst early this morning, but also they're going to have to fix that asphalt. Thankfully, it's not affecting anybody. There was a white pickup truck that was parked there that got sort of swept up onto the curb, but no water damage. We spoke to the owner. The pickup truck was actually inoperable, and the owner of that truck, he's having quite the week because earlier this week he told us that a passing fire truck crashed into his pickup, so he's having a week. Anyway, this is all happening right in front of Whitnall Highway Park here at Whitnall Highway, where it meets Clark and Hollywood Way in Burbank. Again, no traffic affected. 50 customers have slower than normal water pressure this morning, and Burbank Water and Power hard at work repairing all of this. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
All right, Gigi, thank you. Now to this morning, fans are mourning the loss of actor Eric Dane. He died yesterday surrounded by loved ones. He was only 53 years old. Just last year, he shared his ALS diagnosis, and Dane was a fan favorite on Grey's Anatomy, where he was known as Dr. Mark McSteamy. More recently, he was also in the hit HBO show Euphoria. His family says he'll be deeply missed and thanked fans for their support. We do have this statement from SAG-AFTRA. It reads, "We are heartbroken by the passing of Eric Dane, a SAG-AFTRA member since 1991. He inspired audiences and colleagues alike and faced ALS with courage and a commitment to advocacy. His legacy will endure. Our thoughts are with his family, friends, and fans."
There's now a bigger reward for tips as hundreds of federal and state investigators try to find Nancy Guthrie. The search in its third week at this point, forensic scientists turning to family trees to try and find the suspect by identifying potential relatives. DNA found on a glove near Nancy Guthrie's home failed to get any hits in its FBA database. Genealogy testing can take weeks or months. In this case, though, speed is critical.
It looks at these markers and they can narrow down characteristics down to eye color and sex and things that are much easier for law enforcement to then make the pool of suspects smaller.
Investigators working with Mexican officials on the whereabouts of Nancy Guthrie. Her home's about 60 miles north of the Mexican border, and the reward for information leading to an arrest is now up to over $200,000 from a donation from a Milwaukee attorney who offered up $100,000 in addition to the $100,000 that was being offered. So that reward money has gone up.
Former Prince Andrew released from custody following his arrest yesterday. Andrew was taken into custody on his 66th birthday. It comes after emails to Jeffrey Epstein allegedly show him sharing confidential government documents, including details of official trips he took while serving as Britain's trade envoy. King Charles responded to his younger brother's arrest, saying the law must take its course. Andrew has previously denied any wrongdoing related to Epstein.
Tragic story here. Those 8 skiers killed and 1 remaining missing after an avalanche near Lake Tahoe.
This morning, we are learning more about the victims, and joining us now is James Torres from our sister station at KTVU. What's the latest, James?
Yeah, we are just outside the Boreal Ski Resort here. Many people hoping to take advantage of some of that fresh snow after a series of storms that came through over the last few days. Take a look just around me here at the front part of the resort. You see the people who are here very early, right as the doors open, with the skis and the boards in hand, ready to take advantage of what they're calling fresh powder. Very excited to do so. And that avalanche, though, happened just over a mountain here on the back country side of Castle Peak. The people here that we've talked to this morning say that they've been there, that they are also backcountry skiers, and they mourn for those lives lost. Let's talk about some of those victims, at least some of those that we've learned some information about over just the last few hours. There are 6 women that we've learned about. Each of those women identified by their families. They are Danielle Keatley from San Francisco, Carrie Atkin from Truckee, Liz Clayball of Boise, Idaho, her sister Caroline Seeker from San Francisco, Kate Morse from Marin County, and Kate Vitt from Greenbrae, a very small town in Marin County. Local law enforcement told us these women and a few others hired private guides through the Blackbird Mountain Guide Group for a backcountry ski trip in Castle Peak. That trip began on a day forecasters called for avalanche watches. 15 total people were caught in that avalanche Tuesday. Search and rescue teams say they found 6 survivors, as well as the bodies of 8 other people. One person still missing at this time. They are presumed to be dead. We talked to the people who are skiing at Boreal today, and they tell me that tragedy certainly came to mind as they drove up to the resort this morning.
It was on my mind a little bit. I thought of it. Yeah. Just sad.
Super sad, right? Yeah, I've backcountry skied as well before, and yeah, just a terrible situation.
A joint statement from family representing those women read in part, "We are heartbroken and are doing our best to care for one another and our families in the way we know these women would have wanted." At this time, we've not yet heard from the 6 survivors of that avalanche. In the meantime, recovery teams from the Nevada County Sheriff's Office as well as the Placer County Sheriff's Office say that these weather storms over the last few days have made it nearly impossible for them to recover the bodies of those people who are still there at the scene of the avalanche here. They're hoping that today could be the first day where they can make progress there. We are still waiting also to learn the identities of the 3 guides that were killed in the avalanche earlier this week. And we've also learned, looking forward to this weekend, this Sunday in Truckee, not too far from where we are right now, there is a planned vigil honoring the 15 people who experienced that tragedy earlier this week. We'll send it back to you all in the studio.
The worst fatalities from the avalanche in recent memory here. So tragic. And we really feel for those families who have lost loved ones. Thank you so much, James.
That's a tough story.
Yeah.
So many of them had kids, those women, right? All right, let's go to Maria now. Let's talk about the traffic conditions on this Friday.
Yeah, let's do that. There's a few issues out there, but nothing too serious right now. Good Day LA Traffic brought to you by DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. As we take a look at one of our live traffic cameras here, there's some slowing. This is on the 101 freeway southbound at Moore Park Street in the valleys, you can see. So you might want to avoid that part of the 101 for the moment. As we take a look at the drive times in and out of downtown LA, there's a couple minutes improvement here on that West 10 coming out of downtown towards Santa Monica between the 5 to the 405s, 29 minutes. Northbound 110 between the 405 to the 10. This is pretty good, 20 minutes. And on that West 60 between the 57 to the 5, 28 minutes there. Here's a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DTLA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply.
Welcome back. 9:17 right now. Amanda's off today, but we got you covered with your entertainment headlines, sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Thanks to one of last summer's biggest hit movies, IMAX is planning to bring some serious speed to their screens.
Here comes Sonny Hayes, ladies and gentlemen, using those warm tyres to carve his way through the back of the field.
The success of F1, the movie, IMAX is now working with Apple TV to bring the 2026 FIA Formula One World Championship live to select movie theaters across the U.S. 5 Grand Prix races will be shown live starting in May. All right, last hour we asked you if aliens are real and if they're friends or foes. Here are the results so far. Foes.
Most of you think so, huh?
62% so far, but there's still time to vote, so don't forget to weigh in. Go to foxla.com/vote and let us know.
I feel like movies tinted that perception of
influence.
Yeah, exactly. All right, today Good Daily wants to hook you up with 4 Disneyland Resort one-day, one-park tickets. Make memories that last a lifetime during the Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration. From dazzling entertainment, new experiences, and festive touches that make every moment feel truly special. Happiness is everywhere at the Disneyland Resort, so enter for your chance to win on our Fox 11 LA Facebook page or link through that QR code on your screen. Good luck. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Pabon. Good daily weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino. Speaking of resorts, look at that, huh? All that snow up in our local mountains, our resorts. Our mountain community is very happy about this. I mean, they've been making snow all this whole season, but now we've got some major help from Mother Nature, up to 3 feet in some areas. Yesterday's storm, which was the last, Storm 3 of the series of storms we were watching this week, brought some impressive numbers yesterday in some spots like Topanga, 1.42 inches. Santa Monica, 66/100th of an inch of rain. Chino, similar conditions there. Irvine got 1/3 of an inch, and Riverside about 1/4 of an inch of rain. That area of low pressure is now to our east. Storm 3 is gone. Bye-bye. High pressure is going to build behind it, and it will actually keep us nice and dry, and it will help to warm us up as we get into tomorrow and the weekend, and especially as we get into next week. That offshore flow will bring us back to the 70s and even near 80 degrees. It's also going to keep that storm track now just to our north. We still have a freeze warning in effect for portions of the Grapevine and a wind advisory for the Tehachapi if you're headed north towards Bakersfield. Still some hazardous driving conditions, so be extra careful. We also have some high surf out there still coming in, but I would not suggest you get in the water, especially after the recent rain, so just wait another 48 to 72 hours. 59 for downtown LA today, 60 to our south in San Diego. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. We're celebrating Black Heritage Month by cycling through history. A Santa Monica man is on a mission to bike through historical trails across the country. Nick Garcia introduces us to the man known as the bicycle nomad.
When I was a kid, it's the first taste of freedom that I had.
Eric Cedeno, known on social media as Bicycle Nomad, has spent his life on 2 wheels. He's also dedicated to exploring history and sharing what he learns with his followers on Instagram. Cedeno has biked through a portion of the Underground Railroad, retracing the path of people seeking freedom.
I always say, like, I can't compare what they went through in my experience. What am I seeing here?
The Underground Railroad.
But I've always been fascinated with the resilience of the people that traveled the Underground Railroad.
It was after that trip that he discovered his life's mission.
But I didn't connect with the history until I came across this particular photo of 20 black soldiers going from Missoula, Montana to St. Louis, Missouri, 1,900 miles.
Buffalo Soldiers, an all-black unit of the U.S. Army after the Civil War, they were among the first to experiment with cycling as a means of military transportation. Learning about them opened Cedeno's eyes to a rich history of black bicyclists.
To see people that look like me, my skin tone, traveling by bike in 1897, I was like, wow. I just became fascinated. I became fascinated because I was like, man, that could have been my grandpa or my great-grandfather.
In 2022, he pedaled through a portion of the exact route those soldiers took.
When I do trips, I want to do it as historically as possible. I want to camp where they camped. I want to take the route that they took. I want to do the miles that they took.
He says it's not lost on him that the freedoms he enjoys now were the dreams of those men.
Every day I will call out names of Private John Finley, Mingo Sanders. What happened here?
Cedeno's been able to identify 9 of the 20 soldiers and says he will spend his life working to identify the other 11 and teaching people about them.
This is not my story, this is their story.
But whether cycling across state lines or through the streets of Santa Monica, their story is part of his story.
My dad is such a wise man, and he was like, I think you were the one who was chosen to tell this story. And that carries a lot of weight.
And yet, when he gracefully glides through history on his bike, he appears weightless. In his words, free. Nick Garcia, Fox 11 News.
All right, that freedom of feeling free on 2 wheels. All right, coming up, she went into the Winter Olympics with a pure joy for ice skating and finished as a 2-time gold medalist. Alyssa Liu ends a 24-year drought for Team USA women's figure skating, making thousands of Americans, Californians here proud, and how her Bay Area community is responding. What a performance.
Good morning. Welcome to 9:30 on this Friday. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Let's take a look at today's headlines. President Trump is making it easier for ICE to detain lawful refugees. What you need to know.
Plus, expanding access to X-Files, why President Trump is pushing to release more government information on aliens and UFOs. Before all that, though, let's talk the crazy weather out there. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold, but it's not as crazy anymore. That's the good news. Storm 3 moved out of here yesterday or last night, but it's left us with some chilly temperatures. Right now, downtown LA, 50 degrees, definitely below average. Our highs have been, the last 5 days in a row, have been below normal. We reached a high of 57 yesterday, and we did get measurable rain again yesterday. So we had all the storms this week. We had one last week, all totaling to 4¼ inches of rain for us so far this month of February. Today, 59, which is below the average of 68. Our sun will set at 5:42 later this afternoon. These are the other highs today. So, yeah, grab that jacket, that hoodie before you head out. It's only going to be 57 in Santa Clarita, 59 in downtown, 61 in Santa Ana and Corona, 59 in Santa Monica to just 65 in Palm Springs. I'll show you that 70 forecast coming up in just a few moments. Back to you.
All right, new this morning, the Trump administration now giving ICE more power to arrest lawful refugees. The new policy targets refugees who are in this country legally but don't have a green card yet, authorizing ICE to detain them. Refugees can apply for a green card 1 year after their arrival in the United States, but they must return to government custody to have their cases reviewed and rescreened. Anyone who raises red flags during this review process could be stripped of their legal status and deported.
Are we on the brink of war with Iran? President Trump says we will know within 10 days if the U.S. will take military action or if a new Iranian nuclear deal can be reached. The U.S. sending out the largest military asset buildup in the region in decades, deploying 50 fighter jets in the past 48 hours, including multiple aircraft carriers, strike groups. Iran is responding by holding military drills with Russia in the Gulf of Oman and warns that any American strike will be met with immediate retaliation against U.S. bases in the Middle East. Secretary of State Marco Rubio set to travel to Israel next week for U.S.-Iran nuclear talks.
President Trump says he will order the Pentagon and other federal agencies to release government records related to extraterrestrial life and UFOs. It comes less than a week after former President Barack Obama commented on the topic of aliens in a recent podcast. Obama said aliens were real, but that he, quote, hasn't seen them. He later clarified he had seen no evidence of aliens during his presidency and that his comments was based on personal beliefs only. President Trump shared his displeasure with the comments yesterday.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. Well, he made a big mistake.
A Pentagon spokesperson says the department, quote, looks forward to fulfilling President Trump's order.
Well, this is perfect timing. An alien conference kicking off today near LAX at the Sonesta Hotel on Century Boulevard. The conference includes speakers, panels, and exhibits. A lot will be covered this weekend, from alien sightings to secret space programs to underground extraterrestrial bases. There's a lot going on. That website, all that info you need to know, alienevent.com.
You gotta believe, though. All right, Paw Patrol is one of the biggest kids shows out there, and now the show is hitting the road. This weekend, it'll be at the Peacock Theater.
This is really sweet. Coco, I think my kids have kind of outgrown the Paw Patrol stage, but it's so popular, and you can see why.
Yes, it is so popular. To watch a kid watch Paw Patrol is kind of magical because they're so into it and all of the characters. And if you've got a little one, then you know Ryder and his team of pups, including Marshall right here. And so Paw Patrol Live is going to be taking over the Peacock Theater this weekend. Short walk away is Lazy Dog Restaurant. I am here with Brandon, the general manager. And Brandon, tell us all about Lazy Dog.
Yeah, so Lazy Dog is a family-friendly restaurant. We're a scratch kitchen. Everything's handcrafted meals. A little bit of something for everybody, you know, the whole entire family.
I love that. So take us through the dishes that we're seeing. This is really perfect for the show, too.
Yeah, so as you see, we have a wide variety. Like I said, everything is handcrafted. So starting on our left, we have our roasted red pepper hummus. And then we have some of our kids' items. We have our chocolate chip pancakes with fresh whipped cream and syrup. We have our kids' pizza sticks with some marinara to dip in. We have our teriyaki chicken. We have our hand-breaded chicken nuggets with some of our fruit. Our seasonal fruit right now is oranges and strawberries. For some of our adults, we have our Mediterranean-style steak kebabs with our yellow rice and roasted veggies, some red pepper hummus again, and some tzatziki sauce, one of the best. We have our hot honey feta dip, my favorite appetizer, definitely a crowd pleaser. We have our New York steak with some potato au gratin. And then we have our wild-caught pan-seared Chilean sea bass with some cauliflower mash and basil oil.
Okay.
And then, Marshall, I didn't forget about you, but we do have our pup-friendly menu with our chicken or our ground patty with white or brown rice and carrots and peas for us.
I love that. That looks delicious. You were telling me humans can order that too. I mean, it looks really good. Okay. And so we were also talking about the fact we're both parents. I know you've got an 11-month-old at home who loves Paw Patrol.
Yes, Mackenzie, my 11-month-old, it's one of her favorite shows, so I catch myself singing and doing some of the dances, and, you know, it's definitely a crowd pleaser.
Definitely. Well, Brandon, thank you so much for talking to us and bringing us here to Lazy Dog. When you go to the show this weekend, like I said, it's a short walk away. I'm literally looking at the Peacock Theater, so it's really the perfect place to come before or after the show to enjoy some delicious food and dog-friendly as well, so it goes hand in hand. I'll send it back to you.
Good idea. All right, so much fun for the family. Thank you, Coco. Turning now to the Olympics. California native and UCLA student, 20-year-old Alyssa Liu wins gold in women's singles figure skating. It's Team USA's first individual women's figure skating gold since 2002 at the Salt Lake City Olympic Games. And by the way, Alyssa wasn't even born yet at the time. And fans packed the Oakland Ice Center for a watch party celebrating her historic victory. And Amber Lee from our sister station in San Francisco has more.
When people started realizing that Alyssa Liu was in the building, they would start coming over here and watching.
Glenn Martin, general manager of the Oakland Ice Center, tells me this is where Olympic gold medalist Alyssa Liu learned to skate when she was 5 years old, and where she trained, including the weeks leading up to the Olympic Games. A watch party here at the center on Thursday as Liu skated to Olympic gold in figure skating, becoming the first U.S. woman to reach this pinnacle in 24 years.
It was amazing. It was really inspirational that she took 2 years off and now she's back and she made it to the top.
This ice skater is a student at UC Berkeley. She tells me her injuries have kept her out of competitions, but Liu gives her hope.
You fall all the time in skating and it gets you down, but she just keeps pushing, and I mean, she does incredible jumps and she's worked so hard. Alyssa Liu.
8-year-old Charlotte Murphy tells me she got Liu's autograph here at this ice rink recently during practice. Now a prized possession along with this photo.
I love her personality, how she's kind a lot. And what I love about her is she's a good ice skater, and I really look forward to being just like her in ice skating for the Olympics.
Friends say Liu participated in this Learn to Skate program here at this ice center. Liu's friend, Scarlett Simon, is the coordinator and a coach with the program. She says Liu shows children dreams do come true.
And she truly loves this sport, and there's just no one like her, honestly.
Sharks jersey with her name on it would cost $26 being the year.
A gift for Liu when she returns home to Oakland, for now savoring a golden moment. Friends and fans say Liu won gold not only for her country, but for her community in Oakland.
Oakland's got a lot of pride within the city itself, and this just amplifies it. Alyssa's such an ambassador for the city.
I think a lot of people are going to flood Lakewood, too, because that's where she trains here locally, because she's a UCLA student. So it's too far to go to Oakland, you know, and so while she's studying here, she's training in Lakewood.
Yep.
Just
that's
FYI.
amazing.
All right, and in another incredible event for women, the Women's USA hockey team rallied to earn its third gold medal, beating out rival Canada. Down 1-0 late in the third period, Captain Hillary Knight scored to tie it up, and then in overtime, Megan Keller delivered the golden goal to lift the U.S. over Canada 2-1. By the way, the women's U.S. hockey team was dominant throughout these Olympic Games, only surrendering just 2 goals. More hockey excitement to come later today, of course, when the USA's men's team take on Slovakia in the semifinals at noon.
All right, let's take a look at the medal count. So far, you have Norway still leading in first place with 37 medals in total, and almost half of those are gold. But in a twist, the U.S. leaped in front of Italy with 27 medals to take number 2 spot there at the end of yesterday's competitions. Italy close behind, though, in third place with 26 medals, and rounding out the top 5 countries, Japan and Germany. A breakdown of Team USA's 27 medals. You got 9 gold, 12 silver, and 6 bronze.
Nice. I've been getting very little sleep because I stay up late to watch the Olympics.
And come in tired every morning.
Yeah, but it's so worth it.
It's almost over.
I know. All right, when it comes to the upcoming FIFA World Cup games coming to LA, homeowners out there, listen up. Airbnb is rolling out a $750 incentive to attract new hosts. Since demand for World Cup lodging is skyrocketing around here, 16 North American cities are gearing up to welcome millions of visitors for the FIFA World Cup in mid-2026, so just a few more months to go. New entire home hosts who successfully fulfill their first guest stay between now and July 31st will qualify for this payout. Plus, homeowners can earn a pretty penny just by listing their property for short-term rent. Travel data from AirDNA shows match day rental prices are up as much as 50% in some host cities. Last month, FIFA said it received more than 500 million ticket requests for the World Cup during a 33-day application window.
So imagine climbing every stair at Dodger Stadium on purpose.
I have friends who are training for this. The Spartan Race is taking over Chavez Ravine tomorrow, and race director Tyler Spencer joins us live with what we can expect. So this is so fun, a big obstacle course basically being set up inside the stadium.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, right behind us, we actually have one of our more challenging obstacles. We have our spear throw. So I caught a couple of our build guys out here to test out the obstacle for us.
It's pretty impressive. You mentioned earlier that really all ages are welcome. Have you really had someone as old as 97 participate?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so we had someone participate 97 that actually did one of our outdoor races. So they were also crawling under barbed wire, going through rolling mud. Yeah, so super cool. So definitely for all ages.
And you were saying that people can walk up and sign up day of, but you recommend that people kind of put in some training for this because it is a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's also something that you could just hop off the couch tomorrow and challenge yourself to come out and do it.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Sandra definitely could.
No.
Some of us not so much. What's the end result? Like, what are we competing for, or is it just to say you've done it? Is there like a prize? Why do this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so absolutely. So our elite racers are participating for podium prizes first thing in the morning. Our age group racers will win medals based off their finish in first, second, and third in their age group. And then for our open racers, it's earning a medal and a T-shirt at the finish line. And they also get a free beverage at the end as well.
Yeah, it's bragging rights for sure. And it's a good way to stay in shape. Again, some of my friends are training for this. They're doing it just for fun. I know of other ways to have fun, but it looks like a good time. It's going to be a great race, Tyler, and yeah, a big accomplishment for everyone who crosses the finish line.
Absolutely.
All right, so there you have it. Good luck to all who want to participate. Tyler,
we'll be cheering everyone on.
Yeah, that's true. Tyler, thank you so much. Appreciate you being with us this morning. So what online websites do you use if you sell used goods? Is it Facebook Marketplace? Is it eBay? Or is it Depop? Have you heard of Depop? Well, eBay wants a bigger share of the Gen Z market. The online seller has agreed to purchase secondhand fashion marketplace Depop from its current owner Etsy for $1.2 billion in cash. eBay CEO says that acquisition is an opportunity to, quote, capture a younger demographic. As of December 31st, Depop's marketplace had 7 million active buyers and more than 3 million active sellers. Users typically are younger and resell popular fashion brands and vintage clothes.
All right, coming up, we are celebrating Black Heritage with our next guest.
That's right, Mona Shaw in with us in the studio this morning. Products being sold by Black-owned businesses. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Anything there pique your interest? After the break, Mona will tell us all about these products.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quilban. So Storm 3 is now off to our east, which is great news. It's exited out, and we are going to dry out, and we're going to see a longer period of time now of some dry weather. High pressure behind it is going to build, and that's going to start to give us an offshore flow, which will help to clear out the skies tomorrow and start a warming trend. Yeah, we'll be back to the 70s and maybe even 80 degrees as we get into next week. Here's our 7-day forecast. 58 along the coast. We still have some high surf advisories. Stay out of the water, though. We just had all that rain. So the runoff went in the water. So I'd wait 72 hours. We're going to get back to the 70s even at the coast as we get into early next week. 59 today. It's a little chilly. That storm system left behind a cold air mass, and we're still getting that breeze out of the northwest. So that cooler air is still moving in. And then the offshore flow will kick in by Sunday into next week. Look at how we go from 60 in the valleys today to nearly 80 by Monday into next week. The mountains 35 degrees. The snow has stopped falling. So we'll get plenty of sunshine for the weekend. Great great for snowboarding, skiing if you have that planned for our local mountains. 49 in the high desert today, and in Palm Springs a little chilly, 64 degrees, and even there, look at that, upper 80s as we get into next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Maria. One way you can celebrate Black heritage is supporting Black-owned businesses.
Mona Shah's here to introduce us to Black owners honoring the heritage through their products.
Hello.
Good morning.
This is a great opportunity for us to celebrate Black-owned businesses, starting with this one that's based right here in Los Angeles.
Beautiful.
This is Tatiana Ali's company, Baby Yams.
No way.
And they make these beautiful heritage quality quilts. They're all handmade
So nice.
in small batches right here in Los Angeles. The cotton, actually, it's 100% cotton. It comes from Ghana.
Oh, wow.
So, and she donates the proceeds back to the birthing industry. So women that help other women do the birthing process.
The colors are so vibrant and beautiful. Yeah.
It's actually,
nice.
these are beautiful. And next we have Perfect Paws. And I know.
Not for humans.
Not for humans. Actually, this is coconut and shea butter. This is a paw balm that Perfect Paws makes. And I would use it.
Can I use it?
Honey almond. Their scents are remarkable. So this is really clean, non-toxic.
For grooming.
Yeah, their hero product is a waterless shampoo.
Oh,
so you
like
can,
our dry shampoo, they have waterless shampoo.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
It's a good idea.
It's a great idea, and it's non-toxic and it's clean, so your pet can stay clean. They have a detangler and a conditioner as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a pet, it's a good gift.
Yeah, it's a great gift.
I thought you were going to say if you don't have a pet, try it.
This is raindrops and violet scented, and this is sweet almond honey.
This smells great. Let me smell this one.
And I like the texture.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Very nice.
Okay. And moving on, we have Dynamite Foods tomato sauce.
For humans.
This is for humans. This is the company created by a woman who's basically focused on having completely clean, real tomato product. But what I love about this product is that she started her own foundation and donates a portion of her proceeds back to help close the opportunity gap for girls in Ghana. So I love that she only makes these two products, a spicy and non-spicy version, and you know, it's perfect. It's a very...
I will tell you, just by looking at it, just the color, you can tell it's like really good quality.
Yeah, it's real
fresh.
tomatoes.
Yeah.
She said organic herbs, and they're fresh, so
perfect.
And it has no
pasta
preservatives,
night.
so that's important.
And you can get it online, right? You were mentioning. All right, what are these?
This is a baby product. This is Truly Baby, and you can see it's spelled T-R-U-E, named after the owner, Jessica Dupart Harris's son, True. And so she actually owns Kaleidoscope Hair Products and ventured into the baby market when she had her son, and it celebrates motherhood. These are all vegan, dermatologist tested.
Smells good.
I really love this. And it's all gentle care for your kids. I just love the packaging, the color.
And new mamas know you go through product so much.
So much. And I love, you know, when you put the lotion on your baby, you're putting it on yourself too. And I love that. Moving on to Mio. This is another Los Angeles brand that is celebrating inclusivity and diversity through pimple patches.
These are all the rage now.
Everybody has a pimple patch. And they make them with patterns, designs, colors. This is actually for diverse skin colors. And this is a hazelnut one, which I think is closer to me. But they make a sandstone and espresso. And then they also have the clear glass ones as well. So.
Oh, the clear ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I see the younger kids, I'm like, do you really have a pimple or it just looks cool? Right? Like everyone wants to have them on.
I have one right now.
The pimple patches with designs, I mean, people are proud to wear pimple patches these days.
I know.
And last, but definitely not least, did you know God made you beautiful?
Oh, I love that.
And this is a mother-daughter duo that created this book that also celebrates the beauty of just really loving who you are. And how you are.
It's so vibrant, the colors, the illustration in
and
here.
this is the mom, Kiva, and her daughter, Nia. This is based on real conversations that they had. And they
wrote the book
together.
And who did the illustrations? Oh, someone else did the illustrations.
Yeah, the illustrations.
They look very professional.
Yeah, actually, this is actually a great picture of them because I saw a real picture of them, and this is a good representation of who they are.
That. That's so sweet.
Yeah,
And I love the message here.
This is inspiration for you.
I know.
Yes. I love my hair. I love my eyes. I love my nose. I love my lips. I love my skin. I am beautiful.
These are great
Just being
affirmations.
comfortable with who you are and celebrating that we're different, you know, instead of comparing
Really
ourselves
great
to others.
message.
I love it. Okay, well, quite the
So many good
variety.
products.
Thank you, Mona.
Thank you.
This stuff is great. Let's try this then.
Yeah. We'll take a break. We'll be right back as we moisturize.
Which one's this?
Maybe I should put this on my pencil.
I might try the dog stuff on my hair because the waterless bath I like.
Well, I was like, who has that?
Oh, there's Bob has a dog. Maria has a dog.
I'm going to leave this here for them. And I'll leave
the
this.
dogs.
And the baby stuff. Got it.
There we go.
No babies yet.
No babies happening. There we go. Did I get it?
Let me see.
Oh, my gosh.
I want you to leave it on.
Oh, that is your color.
Is that? Oh, good.
Except it's crooked. Let's do it.
I don't
Try
have
it
a mirror,
again.
so hold on.
Try. Yeah. Hold on.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh.
Good morning. Welcome to 10 a.m. on this Friday morning. Here's some of the stories we're covering for you. The Supreme Court just delivered a massive blow to President Trump's tariffs. What does it mean for the future of the economy? We'll talk about the ruling.
And did you see the gold medal performance by American figure skater Alyssa Liu? We will recap a very exciting time at the Olympics.
And The Harlem Globetrotters getting ready to have some big-time fun tomorrow at the Intuit Dome. Sweet Lou Dunbar Jr. joining us in the studio later this hour.
A street in Burbank is a complete mess this morning.
Yeah, it buckled during a water main break. Let's go to Gigi live in Burbank with a look.
And that's right. The work continues here with Burbank Water and Power hard at work behind me. But let me give you a better look. Take a look at the video. A water main, 4-inch water main broke early this morning about 1 a.m., flooding Whitnall Highway right where it meets Clark Avenue and Hollywood Way, right in front of this little park if you're familiar with the area here in Burbank. The water sent gushing. It was so strong it even lifted a pickup truck that was parked on the street. It lifted it up partially onto the sidewalk. The owner of that truck telling us no water damage. The truck is actually inoperable, and he's been having quite the week because earlier this week, he says, a passing fire truck crashed into his pickup. So that pickup had to be towed away to allow Burbank Water and Power to work. This is not a sinkhole, I'm told. Simply the pressure of the water lifted up the asphalt. So a lot of repair work going on. People still have power and water, but about 50 customers, their water flow is going to be a little slower than normal because of the water main break. And that's the latest. I'm Gigi Graciette live in Burbank.
Thank you so much, Gigi. Appreciate the updates throughout the morning. The LA County Sheriff's Department's 911 system back up and running this morning. That system disrupted by a roughly 12-hour-long power outage. It forced 911 calls to be redirected to patrol station business phone number lines to ensure that continued emergency response coverage was not interrupted. It is unclear what caused the outage in the system, which is not owned or maintained by the Sheriff's Department. But the department says it is working with a third-party telecommunications provider to identify the problem and to take steps to prevent something like this from happening again.
All the storms this week have turned the San Gabriel and San Bernardino Mountains into a beautiful winter playground.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be a busy weekend for sure at the local ski resorts, and Mario is showing us a little bit more.
Mountain High Ski Resort is officially open with feet of fresh snow because of this week's 3 storm systems that moved through Southern California. It really is picturesque this morning. You guys are skiers. What would you describe the conditions like?
What do you think?
I think it's great, yeah.
A little chilly.
Yeah, it's kind of chilly.
We got to ski on ski week. That's the whole idea. So at least once. So we'll see what happens. You know,
excellent.
See how he does.
Very good. Thanks for talking to us, guys. They are from Simi Valley, and we're going to see people from all over here throughout the weekend. They opened up at 9 o'clock this morning.
This is going to be great. We've only had about half the runs open, but now they'll be able to open everything, and they're making more snow on top of it. And this should get us far into spring.
We saw all the snow coming up, so we just said, let's get up here.
Nice plan. And you guys are from Newport Beach, so we had those 3 storms this week. How was it for you all in that coastal community?
The coastal community saw a lot of wind and rain. We dealt with the rain all week, but decided to take the day off, thanks boss, and get my son up here during his ski weekend so he can capitalize on the time off.
How would you describe the conditions? You're here early.
Oh, it's powdery, buttery. It's looking real good out here today.
They'll be open all weekend.
Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh.
Hold on. If you guys saw a little earlier, watch out. Kind of wiped out on a snowboard.
Watch out, everybody.
Let me ask these snowboarders, any tips for somebody who's inexperienced like myself?
Come have fun. Don't fall.
Yeah, you don't have anything to worry about because of the powder, dude. Yeah, so just come out and have fun.
That's good advice, guys. Thank you. So have fun in these great conditions throughout the weekend if you're planning on coming up to Mountain High Ski Resort. In Wrightwood, I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
Such great conditions up there, 3 feet, up to 3 feet in many of our local mountains. So great news for Mountain High and also in the San Bernardino County mountains as well if you're headed up there. Right now we're looking at just some clouds. That storm that brought us all the rain and more snow yesterday and last night has pushed off to the east. That's the good news. Just some high mid-level clouds now streaming from the west and northwest. But that flow coming from the northwest and that breeze is definitely keeping us on the chilly side. So cold temperatures temperatures behind that area of low pressure. Now, here's the good news. I don't see any storms headed our way, at least not for the next 7+ days anyway. High pressure is going to take control. That's going to keep the storm track to our north now. It's looking like that anyway. And that offshore flow will help to warm us up starting tomorrow. Not so much today, but tomorrow and Sunday into next week, we'll be back to the 70s, even maybe near the low 80s. We'll wait and see. But this warm up is going to feel good. We deserve it after the 3 storms this week. Right now, it's still in the 40s in Pasadena, 41 in Palmdale, 52 downtown, 47 in Oxnard, 52 in Santa Ana, 30 in Big Bear. Eventually, it'll get it to around 35. So it's definitely on the colder side, just above freezing for the mountains. 49 in the high desert area, 63 in Palm Springs. And as we look at downtown LA, still in the upper 50s. That's below normal, close to that in the valleys and the Inland Empire. And along the coast, 58 with that high surf continuing to roll in. I'll talk more about the warm up that we're expecting coming up, my extended outlook. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you.
Maria, thank you. Some breaking news this morning. A major blow to President Trump's economic agenda. The Supreme Court strikes down Trump's far-reaching global tariffs. That decision centers on tariffs imposed under an emergency powers law, including the sweeping reciprocal tariffs he levied on nearly every other country. The decision, however, does not stop President Trump from imposing duties under other laws, which he now is expected to try. The Treasury has so far collected more than $133 billion from the import taxes, and now companies such as Costco are already demanding refunds.
Former Prince Andrew has been released from custody following his arrest yesterday. He was taken into custody on his 66th birthday. It comes after emails to Jeffrey Epstein allegedly show him sharing confidential government documents, including details of official trips he took while serving as Britain's trade envoy. King Charles responded to his younger brother's arrest, saying the law must take its course. Andrew has previously denied any wrongdoing related to Epstein.
There's now a big reward for tips in the search for Nancy Guthrie. Forensic scientists turning to family trees to try and find the suspect by identifying potential relatives. DNA found on a glove near Nancy's home failed to get any hits in an FBI database. Genealogy testing can take weeks or months, but in this case, speed is critical.
It looks at these markers and they can narrow down characteristics down to eye color and sex and things that are much easier for law enforcement to then make the pool of suspects smaller.
Investigators are working with Mexican officials about the whereabouts of Nancy Guthrie. Her home is just 60 miles north of the Mexican border. The reward for information leading to an arrest now up to $200,000.
Hollywood is mourning the death of actor Eric Dane. He was only 53 years old. Just last year, Dane shared he had ALS. And Dane was a fan favorite, of course, on Grey's Anatomy. As many fans know, he was known as Dr. Mark McSteamy. More recently, he was also on the hit HBO show Euphoria. His family says he'll be deeply missed and thanked fans for their support. We do have the statement from SAG-AFTRA this morning reading, quote, "We are heartbroken by the passing of Eric Dane, a SAG-AFTRA member since 1991. He inspired audiences and colleagues alike and faced ALS with courage and a commitment to advocacy. His legacy will endure. Our thoughts are with his family, friends, and fans."
Los Angeles County suing the gaming platform Roblox. The County of Los Angeles alleges Roblox exposed children to sexual content and online predators. The lawsuit claims the company failed to properly moderate content or enforce age safeguards despite marketing itself as safe for children. County officials say that Roblox prioritized profit over safety and violated California's unfair competition and false advertising laws. Roblox, though, strongly disputes the claims in the lawsuit and says this, quote, "Roblox is built with safety at the core, and we continue to evolve and strengthen our protections every day. There is no finish line when it comes to protecting kids, and while no system can be perfect, our commitment to safety never ends."
How about this? An alien conference kicks off today near LAX at the Sonesta Hotel on Century Boulevard. The conference includes speakers, panels, and exhibits. A lot will be covered this weekend, from alien sightings to secret space programs to underground extraterrestrial bases. The website for more information is alienevent.com.
Straight to the point, alienevent.com. All right, Coco previewing some fun at the Peacock Theater straight ahead.
Good morning. That's right. A lot of fun happening here at the Peacock Theater. Look at this. Ryder and his team of pups. Paw Patrol Live is coming to the Peacock Theater. But I'm really excited to introduce you to these adoptable puppies from Wags and Walks. We'll have all of that for you coming up.
Oh, they're so cute. We have a little bit of traffic. Good Day LA traffic brought to you by My Home Sold. As we take a look at our real-time traffic map here, we'll just zoom in a little bit on this crash on southbound 710. This is right before Long Beach Boulevard. There is some slowing right now all the way back to the 91 freeway. As we take a look at our live traffic camera, this is the 101 freeway in the valley here at Moore Park Street. Much better. The 101 moving nicely on both sides there. Here's some of the drive times coming in and out of downtown LA. Westbound 10 freeway between the 5 to the 405. Going to Santa Monica, 27 minutes. And on that north 110 between the 405 to the 10, 18 minutes. West 60 between the 57 to the 5, just 26 minutes there. Here's a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We'll give you a cash offer for your house today. Sell your house the easy way with no commissions, no fees, no repairs. For free, no obligation cash offer. Go to MyHomeSold.com.
Paw Patrol is one of the biggest kids shows out there, and now the show is hitting the road.
Coco McAvoy live at the Peacock Theater, where familiar faces are going to be performing this weekend, and you got some cute furry friends.
Hey there, that's right, Sandra. I know you're in the market for a puppy, so look at these adorable puppies. know what's even more amazing? Oh my gosh, this is Sky, by the way. They're all named after Paw Patrol characters. We are here at the Peacock Theater, and Paw Patrol is going to be taking over the Peacock Theater here this weekend. But I want to start with Sophia because we're all looking at these adorable puppies. You're with Wags and Walks. Tell us first about Wags and Walks.
So Wags and Walks is a dog rescue based in West LA, and we rescue at-risk dogs in need of second chances and help them find their forever homes.
And tell us about this litter here that are all adoptable dogs, including you've got Chase here.
Yes, Chase is getting a little wiggly. So these are 2-month-old Chihuahua mixes. They were rescued from a hoarding situation, which is unfortunately the way that some of our dogs do come into our care. But they are doing great. They're in foster homes. They are adorable, and they're ready to be adopted.
Yes, ready to be adopted. I've got to shout out the other two, Marshall and also Everest over there as well. Anna, I'm standing next to you. You've got Sky. So tell us all about Paw Patrol Live, A Mighty Adventure, coming to the Peacock Theater.
Paw Patrol Live, A Mighty Adventure is an all-new story featuring Ryder and all of the pups. They're throwing a mighty street party in celebration after saving Adventure City once again, but supervillain scientist Victoria Vance is back, and she's trying to sabotage the street party with her latest invention. So it's up to Ryder and the pups to save the day.
I love that. So of course we know Ryder has to be part of the show, but who else are we going to see?
We're going to see all of the pups, Marshall, Rubble, Chase, Rocky, Zuma, Sky, but we also have Liberty this time, and she's here to lead the audience in becoming a member of her Junior Patroller program, where they can be part of the Paw Patrol themselves.
And talk about what the show is going to be like, and if kids are able to get involved.
The show is so much fun. We encourage the kids to get up, to cheer and dance and sing along with us on our missions.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Anna and Sophia. People are watching. They're going to want to adopt these puppies. So what's the process for them to do so?
So you can head to wagsandwalks.org and fill out an application online. You can check out these puppies and any of our other adoptable dogs, and someone from our adoptions team will get in touch.
Love that. Thank you so much, Sophia. And shout out to the puppies again and their adorable faces. Again, they are up for adoption and they're members of the Paw Patrol, so you've got to support them. But also come to the show this weekend, happening Saturday and Sunday. Both days, shows at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. as well. Lots to do around LA Live, too. So once you watch the shows, you can wander around and have a lot of fun. I'll send it back to you.
They're so cute. Very cute, Sandra, aren't they?
I know.
Something to think about.
One day. We'll see.
Something else going on, the Pasadena Civic Ballet about to go airborne. Some amazing local dancers will be taking up on a magic carpet ride next weekend when they perform Aladdin at the historic San Gabriel Mission Playhouse. It'll be fun for all ages with more than 100 costume dancers, breathtaking aerial artistry, and shimmering animated sets. Before the ballet, though, you can enjoy a pre-show tea experience with storytelling, character cameos, and photo moments with the cast. So here's what you need to know. There will be 2 performances. Saturday, 1 at 2 o'clock, 1 at 6, and then there will be a Sunday afternoon performance at 2 o'clock. The pre-show tea will be at 12:30 on both days. Sunday's show will be a special benefit performance for Children's Hospital, and tickets for all the shows are available now. Okay, if that's not your thing, but plants are, I mean, really, literally plants. If you really love them, there's only one place to be this weekend.
That's right. PlantCon kicks off tomorrow in downtown LA for all those green thumbs out there, right? Taylor Vong is here, one of the convention directors at the venue, to tell us all about it. Hi there.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
So tell us all about PlantCon. First of all, some of us may have not known that there was such a thing,
I didn't
right?
know.
A plant convention, basically. What can people expect?
Yeah, so we're one of the largest plant conventions for plant hobbyists and enthusiasts in the nation. There are over 150 vendors. We have anything from some of the rare variegated aeroids to you'll find, you know, your common house plants like a $10 pothos. We also have plant accessories, plant-themed jewelry, a bunch of artists and vendors as well. It's very fun.
Do you need tickets to go in, or how does that work?
Yeah. So you can buy tickets online at plantcon.org, or you can always come buy tickets. We have them on sale on site as well at our admissions.
And is this a place where you can purchase plants?
Yeah. So you can purchase plants, you can get your plant accessories, if you need soil, if you need, any moss poles, anything you can really think of that would help with your plants at home, we've got it here. We've got plenty of vendors.
How many plants will be featured there? Do you know a number?
Ooh. Probably, almost any plant you can think of. We have anything from your more common household plants like pothos and monsteras to we have our more rare ones. We have a lot of imports as well coming in. We have over 150 exhibitors that will be here, so definitely a very large selection to choose from.
And will you be giving advice to people to make sure you keep these plants alive? Because I think that's the biggest, most challenging part of all of it.
Yeah. So a lot of our exhibitors are really good with helping. We also will have some presentations and workshops going on. So we have presentations anywhere from what pests are good for your plants to helping take care of bonsai trees. We have a whole bunch of different ones going on.
Perfect. All right, Taylor, thank you so much. Make sure to check out PlantCon this weekend in downtown.
Okay, let's talk entertainment now. Entertainment sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. News broke yesterday that an iconic 80s band may get their lead singer back for its tour this year.
Journey's keyboardist gave an interview and hinted that Steve Perry could rejoin the band for its upcoming tour. Well, you better stop believing. The singer posted on Facebook that he's heard the rumors and it's not happening.
Why?
Yeah, Perry said he gets why fans would want him back and he's grateful for the number of people that still enjoy the music, but said the rumors are simply not true.
So make them true.
I know. Why not? Why not
That would
get
be
on
so
board?
good.
All right, well, one reunion isn't happening, another one is.
This summer, we're going to do the sequel of Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Wow.
6:30. Oh, yeah, look. Guys, it's so funny. I say something and there's a picture of it on television. It's like I feel crazed. Crazed with power.
That's because that means we love what you do.
Yes.
Yeah, we love it. Alan Cumming made it official on the Jennifer Hudson Show. The sequel to Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion begins shooting this summer. He's reprising the role as Sandy Frink along with co-stars Lisa Kudrow and Mira Sorvino. The original 1997 movie was a minor hit but became a cult classic on video.
Have you seen that?
Parts of it, not the whole thing.
Okay, let's do a little history here. A spectacular achievement happened on this day, 1962.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
64 years ago, John Glenn became the first American astronaut to orbit planet Earth. After separating from the launching rocket, his bell-shaped capsule continued at 17,500 miles per hour and went around the planet 3 times before beginning a fiery descent to Earth. There were some tense moments. Glenn lost radio contact with mission control for 4 minutes. But he safely splashed down into the Atlantic Ocean and was picked up by a U.S. Navy destroyer. Glenn was hailed as a national hero. Wow. So on this day, 1962, those are pictures of the parade in New York City. Yeah, pretty amazing.
Wow, I love these old photos and the video.
I know.
What a historic moment.
This really happened. This is not a movie.
This is not AI.
Yeah, that too.
All right, up next, we'll talk about an amazing day in the Olympics, one that put American figure skater Alyssa Liu on the top of the podium.
and welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. So no more storms. That's it. Well, for now, anyway. Storm 3 exited east. It did bring us some measurable rain, and it was impressive in many areas, but it is drying out today. But the temperatures are noticeably cold. It's chilly. We'll say that as you head out the door, and it's going to stay below average today. That warming trend will begin tomorrow as we get into next week. And here's one of our computer models. There's that low pressure system that brought us the rain and the mountain snow. It is now off to our east. High pressure behind it will take control, and that's going to keep that storm track away. So it will give us a little bit more sunshine tomorrow. Today's kind of partly cloudy, but tomorrow's sunny, Sunday as well. And then as we get into next week, maybe some high mid-level clouds. But you know what? We're going to keep that storm track away according to these models, and we are going to warm up to the 70s and even near 80 degrees by the time we get to next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For now, 59, that's what we're looking at. Yesterday, we did get 96/100th of an inch of rain in downtown LA, so that's almost an inch. Our sunset this afternoon will be at 5:42. And as we take a look at our highs today, it's not going to be very high. So you will need that light jacket, that hoodie, or that sweater. 59 degrees, that's it in Burbank, 57 in Santa Clarita, 16 Woodland Hills to that 59 in Riverside, 50 in San Bernardino to that 65 in Palm Springs. I'll show you the 60s, 70s, and even 80 coming up in my extended outlook. Back to you.
Nice. Thank you. Turning now to the Olympics, a gold-winning effort by an American figure skater. It was pretty effortless if you watched her performance. And we're talking about the American figure skater from California, a California native, UCLA student, 20-year-old Alyssa Liu. It's Team USA's first individual women's figure skating gold since 2002. That was back at the Salt Lake City Olympic Games. And by the way, Alyssa wasn't even born at that time.
It's pretty awesome. Fans packed the Oakland Ice Center for a watch party celebrating her historic victory. Amber Lee from our sister station in San Francisco shows us.
When people started realizing that Alyssa Liu was in the building, they would start coming over here and watching.
Glenn Martin, general manager of the Oakland Ice Center, tells me this is where Olympic gold medalist Alyssa Liu learned to skate when she was 5 years old, and where she trained, including the weeks leading up to the Olympic Games. A watch party here at the center on Thursday as Liu skated to Olympic gold in figure skating, becoming the first U.S. woman to reach this pinnacle in 24 years.
It was amazing. It was really inspirational that she took 2 years off and now she's back and she made it to the top.
This ice skater is a student at UC Berkeley. She tells me her injuries have kept her out of competitions, but Liu gives her hope.
You fall all the time in skating and it gets you down, but she just keeps pushing, and I mean, she does incredible jumps and she's worked so hard. Alyssa Liu.
8-year-old Charlotte Murphy tells me she got Liu's autograph here at this ice rink recently during practice. Now a prized possession along with this photo.
I love her personality, how she's kind a lot. And what I love about her is she's a good ice skater, and I really look forward to being just like her in ice skating for the Olympics.
Friends say Liu participated in this Learn to Skate program here at this ice center. Liu's friend, Scarlett Simon, is the coordinator and a coach with the program. She says Liu shows children dreams do come true.
And she truly loves this sport, and there's just no one like her, honestly.
Sharks jersey with her name on it would cost $26 being the year.
A gift for Liu when she returns home to Oakland, for now savoring a golden moment. Friends and fans say Liu won gold not only for her country, but for her community in Oakland.
Oakland's got a lot of pride within the city itself, and this just amplifies it. Alyssa's such an ambassador for the city.
She's our golden girl. We love it.
Amazing.
And she has an incredible backstory. Her father raised 5 kids. She's the oldest of 5 siblings. Single father. He had the kids through a surrogate and spent all this time and money to invest in her talent. Look at her now. She started skating when she was 13. She retired at 16 after her first Olympics, where she placed, I think, 7th or 8th. Took her off time from skating for 2.5 years and then came back to the sport on her own terms. She said, I want to do it my way. No coaches telling me what to wear, how to wear my hair, what to do.
It's funny you say that because I saw this clip yesterday where they were interviewing her past coaches, and she's had many of them. And one of the questions asked was, how many times were you fired and how many times were you rehired?
Yep.
And they all had different answers. So,
It's
a lot's happened.
A big, long process, and her dad obviously supporting her, but she didn't want her dad to control everything, so he would be incognito, in disguise, in the rink, watching her coach, and then if he didn't like it, he would fire the coach.
Yes. One of the coaches said I would get a text message saying your service is no longer needed. So, wow. Well, it paid off, so congratulations.
All right, and in another incredible event for women, the women's U.S. hockey team rallied to earn its third gold medal, beating out rival Canada. So take a look at this. Down 1-0 late in the third period. Captain Hillary Knight scored to tie it up. Then in overtime, Megan Keller delivered the golden goal to lift the U.S. over Canada 2-1. By the way, the women's U.S. hockey team was dominant throughout these Olympic Games, only surrendering just 2 goals. More hockey excitement, of course, later to come today when the U.S. men's take on the Slovakia team in the semifinals at noon. So go USA.
Go USA. Let's take a look at the medal count so far. Norway still leading in first place, 36 medals in total. Almost half of those are gold. In a twist, though, the U.S. got in front of Italy, 27 medals to take that #2 spot after yesterday's competitions. Italy, though, close behind, third spot, 26 medals. Rounding out the top 5, you have Japan and Germany. A breakdown of Team USA's 27 medals. So far, 9 gold, 12 silver, and 6 bronze.
All right, and when it comes to the upcoming FIFA World Cup games coming to LA in just a few months, homeowners, listen up out there. Airbnb is rolling out a $750 incentive to attract new hosts. Since demand for World Cup lodging is skyrocketing now, 16 North American cities are gearing up to welcome millions of visitors for the FIFA World Cup, which is starting in June. So new entire home hosts who successfully fulfill their first guest stay between now and July 31st will qualify for this payout. Plus, homeowners can earn a pretty penny just by listing their property for short-term rent. Travel data from AirDNA shows match day rental prices are up as much as 50% in some host cities. Last month, FIFA said it received more than 500 million ticket requests for the World Cup during a 33-day application window.
After nearly 70 years on the job, Mr. Clean calls it quits.
It's true. Mr. Clean has announced his retirement. After a career with 0 stains on the record, he's ready for new adventures.
Wearing Hawaiian shirt there instead of his normal sparkling white tee, he announced his retirement on Instagram yesterday. He remarked on his spotless record, of course, before dropping the mic and then wiping it clean because, well, that's just what he does. Mr. Clean has been in business since 1958. The only time he got a little dirty in his career was during that Super Bowl commercial in 2017. As for what's next, a Procter & Gamble-owned brand says that stay tuned. There's a big announcement coming March 4th.
Great marketing there.
Yeah,
gotta say.
Smart.
All right, a woman in New Hampshire has created a floating harness to help one of her goldfish swim again after it got sick. Take a look at this video showing this goldfish named Mr. Sue fitted with a tiny harness that's designed to keep him upright. The fish's owner says he was unable to swim for months and would sink upside down to the bottom of the tank. The harness helps stabilize him and allows him to move more comfortably while he rebuilds his strength.
Okay.
That is pretty genius.
Let me tell you why I love this story. First of all, it's very unique, but also because I see my older daughter coming up with this idea and creating some kind of invention. So I
that's why you need a pet.
I've had fish.
And then what happened?
I haven't been as caring as this owner. Like, if there's an issue.
All right. And now I think they're
going down the toilet.
Oh, but now I think they're old enough to create their own harness.
Right.
I think your daughter will do it.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
I don't have a good track record.
Okay, coming up, the Harlem Globetrotters have a game tonight at Intuit Dome, and one of the stars is about to join us in studio. Sweet Lou Dunbar Jr. is here to show us a few tricks and to tell us about the team's TV series called Secrets of the City.
We're already having fun here with Harlem Grill. You got to wait and watch this because it's going to be so fun. All these tricks, it's amazing. Anyway, okay, so this is amazing. That area of low pressure that brought us the rain and the snow yesterday and last night is now to our east. But man, it has left us with some really cold temperatures. So it is chilly outside. It's going to take a little while, but this high pressure will take over, and that's going to help warm us up. Tomorrow a little bit, and definitely more so Sunday into next week. So we will look for a warming trend with temperatures nearing 70s and even 80 by the time we get to next week. If you're headed to the beach, though, I always suggest you wait 72 hours. That's our recommendation after a storm to get in the water. But wanted to let you know that the waves are pretty big, 5 to 8+ feet. Ventura County beaches, 4 to 7 LA, and a little smaller Orange County, San Diego, but still pretty big, 3 to 6, with those very strong and dangerous rip currents in the water. 58 degrees expected at the coast today. Look at how it gets to around 69 on Sunday, and then low 70s next week. Downtown LA, 59. That's below average today. Getting to the upper 60s tomorrow, and then the 70s get back here on Sunday, even nearing 80 as we get into early next week with mostly sunny skies. Valleys, Inland Empire, around 60 today with some partly cloudy conditions outside. We still have some clouds, but generally it'll be really nice this weekend, especially up into the mountains if you're headed there. Just make sure you bring your chains, please. Still some hazardous driving conditions up to the high country. 35 there today, but look at how it gets to the low 60s by next week. High desert 49, and overnight lows really quite cold in the 20s, and even in Palm Springs today it's kind of chilly in the low 60s, and then we'll get back to those 80s as we get to next week. Sandra. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to read this. It is time, you guys, for the hookup. Yes, Disneyland Resort is actually celebrating a big milestone in a big way. As part of the Disneyland Resort 70th, the Celebrate Happiness balloon has been traveling throughout U.S. and Mexico. The 70th Celebrate Happiness balloon has made it to Los Angeles. Yeah, finishing the tour where Disneyland was first developed, Walt Disney Studios, and Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration continues through the summer. How'd you like to be a part of the fun? Today, Good Day LA wants to hook you up with 4 Disneyland Resort one-day, one-park tickets. So enter for your chance to win on our website at foxla.com/contest, or a link through the QR code right there on the screen. We will be selecting one winner today after 2 p.m., so be sure to answer the phone when we call. You only have 2 hours to respond before we move on to another winner, so good luck. Sandra.
Breaking news right now. Let's listen to President Trump responding to the Supreme Court ruling over tariffs.
Got to do what's right for the country. You got to do what's right for the Constitution. Not only dissented, their dissent is so strong. When you read their dissent, you know, a lot of times you'll read a dissent and it's like, well, you don't know, it could go either way. There's no other way. The good news is, it's like Justice Kavanaugh said, very strongly said, you have other ways you can go. You don't have to go that way. You can go other way. There are numerous other ways you can go. And frankly, this should have been done by presidents many years ago. They allowed our country to be eaten alive. We lost 50% of our car business. We used to make cars. We made all the cars. And then Mexico came, Canada came, and Japan and Germany. But they're all coming back now. They're all coming back at record levels. No, please. I'm not talking to you. I don't talk to CNN. It's fake news. Go ahead.
Mr. President, yesterday you made the case that the economy is the hottest it's been in a long time. Right. January jobs report beat expectations. CPI report beat expectations. Real wages are up. What would you tell Americans who are worried that this decision will kind of throw the economy that you have projected going in the right direction at a very rapid pace off track?
Well, thank you for the question. And I will say this. We really are at a very important point. I've been waiting for this decision so long. They could have made this decision a long time ago. Not complex. They're wrong on it. It's a ridiculous decision. But they should have released this a long time ago. We waited months. And that gave uncertainty. Now we have certainty. And I think you're going to see the country get much stronger because of it. Look, we were ripped off by almost every country in the world. If you look at the surpluses, almost every country in the world that did business with us, our people were stupid. And I blame presidents for it because they're ultimately the leader. We were being ripped off by almost every single country in the world, had some massive surpluses. China had hundreds of billions of dollars in surpluses with the United States. They rebuilt China. They rebuilt the army. We built China's army by allowing that to happen. I have a great relationship with President Xi, but he respects our country now. Now, what we've done, I charged China a 20% tariff as a penalty for sending fentanyl in. And that was 20 times more than they could make by selling fentanyl. And I said, you know, at some point you're going to say, like, and they have reduced it. You know, fentanyl is down by more than 30% coming into our country. Part of that is our strong border. We have a strong border now.
We will have more on President Trump's reaction to the Supreme Court ruling a little later on in our programming. But let's turn to this now. The Harlem Globetrotters back in Southern California, and they are not just taking over the court on their travel show, they are taking over the world.
What a beautiful city. We're going to be showing the world some of the secrets, some of the places we get to visit. You want to say hi?
Oh yeah, say hi. From Mexico City to Cairo to London, that's just a taste of Harlem Globetrotters, Secrets of the City. So here to talk about the return of the show, and this is ahead of tonight's Globetrotters game at the Intuit Dome, is legacy player Sweet Lou 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, look at your tricks.
Yeah, I
you
got
make
a couple.
it look so easy.
Yeah, there are a couple.
So how much time do you spend practicing? It's just in your blood, I know.
Yeah, it is in my blood. You know, I spend a lot of time practicing, probably at least 2 hours a day.
Wow.
You know, I'm pretty good with my tricks, but I'm always working on something new.
And you're always smiling at that, too. It's so much fun to watch you guys. Okay, so what can fans expect with the return of this travel show?
Oh, man, so it's incredible. Harlem Globetrotters Secrets of the City. So we're celebrating black culture. We're being inspiring. We're also being entertaining, but also we're just being